Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your What's the Tea reading for December 2020. So those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. This is a spread that I've done several times, and it's a love reading for all of you out there in Taurus Nation, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are totally welcome too. And Taurus, this is not like a new love reading. This is what I like to call an old love reading. So it's going to be intended for those of you out there that have like a specific person in mind. And this is going to be sort of targeting the group of you within the collective that are in some sort of separation or challenge with somebody. Little to no communication, that sort of sitch. So get yourself a nice hot cup of tea, glass of wine, Red Bull, whatever your preference, and we're going to dig into this. This is like a pretty extensive reading. I just want to forewarn you. So if you're not somebody that's like into super long detailed readings, you may not enjoy this. But I know a lot of you out there really like the more lengthy, detailed sorts of spreads. And so this is definitely for you if that is you, Taurus. So I'm going to get a sip of tea, and we're going to dive into this. Find a good spot for my tea here. All right, so question number one, Taurus, that we're going to dive into is really a question I specifically include for like the YouTube version of this spread. And that actually reminds me, I do offer this reading as a personal reading if you do find it really resonates with you and you would like one. I haven't taken personal reading requests in about 6 months. And I have kind of spontaneously reopened requests just for the holidays. So, Taurus, if you would like a reading, I will leave all the deets in the box below. Okay. But yeah, for this, specifically for YouTube, I like to start off with the question about the past. That way, Taurus, you can kind of pick up pretty quickly if this is going to be your story or not. Okay. So you're going to know. You're going to know if I'm talking to you, if I'm tapped into your energy. So let's find out a little bit about the past between you and this person. So this is going to be for Taurus. December 2020. So tell me a little bit about the past. What went down between Taurus and this person in the past? Woo! Oh dear. Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm tapped in. So I'm already seeing like a story kind of emerging here. Woo! Too many cards there, but I will take this one. Give me 2 more, please. What happened here? What happened between Taurus and this person? Okay. And give me 1 more card overall, please. Just kind of summarize the past energy between Taurus and this person. All right. We've got the moon on the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's very significant, Taurus. So I definitely feel like this connection has brought a lot of shit to the surface for both of you. Whoever you're thinking of, whatever happened between the two of you, I definitely feel like somebody was feeling not good enough. Like there are definitely issues pertaining to self-worth, perhaps fears surrounding like being rejected, being abandoned, not being good enough. And a lot of what has occurred in the past has been a direct manifestation of those fears and those wounds and those insecurities. Taurus, that is what I'm seeing. We have got the Magician, starting off here, we've got the Magician and the 5 of Pentacles. We have also got here, with this 7 of Cups, I feel like that this connection really opened your eyes and this person's eyes to a whole new world of possibility. We've got the Star right here, dead center of these 5 cards. Like there is definitely a very spiritual vibe to this. So take it as it resonates. It's not going to be for all of you, but Taurus, you may associate this person to like your own spiritual awakening. Like perhaps everything that you've gone through together, all of the shit, the subconscious like gunk that this person managed to trigger so that it could be sort of like brought to the surface and healed. It's significant. And you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, look at this. Oh, this is so beautiful. Right underneath of the moon on the bottom of the deck, we have got Temperance. Exactly. Like there is such a higher purpose to this connection. It's quite beautiful. That being said, just keeping it 100 with you guys, I do feel like this person may have been a bit cold, may have been a bit unfeeling. Whenever things ended between the two of you in the past. I definitely see like mind games, deception, some sort of fuckery here. This person may have tried to conceal some things from you, not tell you, tell you half truths, if you will, fibbing, as some would call it. I feel like a lot of that bullshit happened, just a lot of bullshit. I mean, that is like just the vibe I get. It may not even be like a lot of major things. It may just be a bunch of little shit. But yeah, as we all know though, that little shit can add up to big shit. And I feel that's what happened here. But some of you, may have exited out of this situation feeling very betrayed, feeling very, the vibe I'm getting, like when somebody pulls a fast one on me, Taurus, and I'm a Gemini, a lot of you know that. And by the way, you could be dealing with a Gemini, just throwing it out there. We've got the King of Swords here, or you could just be dealing with like an air sign in general, because I definitely get those vibes. So, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, not going to be for everybody, but Gemini specifically with that Magician there and all of these swords. I feel like some of you may be dealing with a Gemini, and I will tell you, when somebody pulls a fast one on me, like when I'm not expecting it, when I get like deceived in some sort of way, it really pisses me off because I'd like to think that, I'm savvier than that. Like I'm more intuitive than that. And I feel like it could have been that sort of situation, Taurus. I don't know why. I know that's really specific, but it's just coming to mind. Like you may have walked away from this, or, in the aftermath when things first ended between you and this person, you may have just felt super fucking pissed. And, of course, it likely came from a very egoic place, but you thought to yourself, nobody fucking fools me like that. Like, fuck a bunch of that, and it may not be something that you're super used to. So I don't know why. I know that's random, but I'm just picking up that vibe. So let's see what else we can find out about the past between you and this person. So tell me more about what happened here, what occurred. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I do. We've got falling in love. We've got openness. I mean, obviously, at one point of this connection, there's a very pleasant energy here. With this card openness, and this sort of makes sense with what I just said, Taurus, you may have found yourself letting your guard down with this person. Like in the past, when you and this person came together, you may have really opened up. You may have really let your guard down. And so when this person played fucking games with you, mind games, manipulation, bullshit, any sort of deception, them trying to pull a fast one on you, it's like the knife cut even deeper because of the fact that you allowed yourself to be so vulnerable, which is maybe uncharacteristic for you. So anything else? Give me a few more. Past energy between Taurus and this person. Well, look at this. We've also got intimacy. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Emotional intimacy is what I see. I don't see this as, I'm not saying like, I'm not insinuating that there wasn't, physical intimacy, but I do read this more as being emotional intimacy. Like there was a level of intimacy between the two of you that did make this connection feel scary because of that vulnerability. And again, I just get this, I get this shitty feeling, I feel like that's tapping into sort of the energy of how you felt when this all came to a head in the past. It's just such an energy of betrayal. Like it feels miserable to finally open up, to finally let somebody in, and then for them to fuck you over, for them to just turn into a completely different person. It's that sort of thing. And we have got one more card. I'm going to grab it, which is this one. I already saw what it was, and it definitely fits. It's this energy of push me, pull me. So this is that runner chaser, back and forth, push, pull, run, chase, cat and mouse sort of thing. So take it as it resonates. But for those of you that this is your story, this is your message, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. This was very much the energy of this connection in the past. And I feel like even for some of you, this person could have sort of like breadcrumbed you, to use a hip term that the kids are using, those new words they like add to the dictionary every year. That always fascinates me. Like ghosting, for example, for those of you that have been around on my channel for a while, that was honestly like the first series that I did that really took off on YouTube when I started the channel, was my ghosted readings. Ghosted is, that term is similar, it's a new thing. It's a new word, a new term that we've had to create because of the nonsensical ways that us humans have started treating one another in relationships. It's fucking miserable, right? But breadcrumbing is another. It's another one of these modern terms that we've had to create based on our really shitty actions that we're engaging in with each other. And breadcrumbing, for those of you that don't know, that's basically just giving, stringing somebody along. That's another way to put it. Just offering little breadcrumbs, just giving somebody just enough crumbs so they don't fucking starve to death. Which, fuck that, right? And I feel like this person may have, because you may have felt very, very low when this person, ended things or left. There could have been ghosting, by the way. I will say that with the Five of Pentacles in the past. This person could have ghosted you, and you may at some point, you may have been in a place where you really were just like, you were just waiting by the phone for this person to contact you. And you were kind of walking on eggshells, like you just didn't even care. Anytime this person would message you, it's like, you would feel so relieved, like, oh, they haven't forgotten about me or whatever. And I sincerely hope you have since then sort of moved into a different energy and realized you're worth more than that, Taurus. But I'm just throwing it out there. That may be relatable for some of you. So let's find out what your energy is now, Taurus. So what we're going to tap into next is the current energy, okay? So what is the current energy of this connection between Taurus and the person Taurus is viewing this reading for? The person on their mind. So December 2020, what is the current energy between Taurus and this person? I'm going to give this deck a few more good shuffles. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Current energy of the connection. December 2020. Two more, please. Current energy of this connection. one more. Oh, we've got two. Okay, I'm going to take them. This is very interesting. So by the way, bottom of the deck, we've got Judgment, and I can't ignore that energy. Judgment is definitely, in this context, the way I read that is a sign, a clear sign that potentially reconciling is something that is on both your mind and this person's mind. Just kind of wondering, thinking about it, considering it, and it aligns perfectly with the last two cards that came out here. We have got the Three of Wands and we have got the Seven of Cups. Again, I think it's interesting that Seven of Cups has come out twice. I feel like you and this person right now, and the holidays may be a triggering time for you, for them. The holidays are a triggering time for most people, right? When it comes to love and relationships, especially if you're single, it's easy to kind of slip into that energy of nostalgia and, reminisce about the past, to not want to be alone. You keep getting fucking Christmas cards of like happy families or couples, or, you get on social media and you see people. I feel like this year is a little weird and different. Like it's not as nauseating maybe as it typically is because of the pandemic, but I digress. I'm sure you feel me. Right now though, I feel like right now both of you are sort of just in this energy of wait and see. Waiting for your ships to come in, waiting to see how is this going to pan out? How is this going to play out? Will Taurus and I come back together? Maybe what they're thinking. But it's definitely no doubt in my mind that you and them both, to some degree at least, are still holding on to this connection. Four of Pentacles. It's the very first card that came out. And with all of these other cards, it's a very clear, it's very clear. We've also got the Page of Wands and we have got the Nine of Cups. There's unfinished business here. There's unfinished business. I don't feel perhaps in the past that this connection even lasted for that long, like an official relationship. It may have not even been that lengthy when it comes to like actual days, weeks, months. And the abrupt end to it and the way in which it ended, basically, it left a lot of room for imagination, a lot of room for what if. And I feel you and this person are both you've reached that conclusion. You're both very curious because both of you sort of may have this sort of gut feeling, this intuitive nudge that perhaps this was, a missed opportunity, the one that got away. That's the kind of vibe that I'm picking up. A lot of curiosity though about what this could be, like what this relationship could be if the two of you actually came back together and gave it maybe a real shot. Perhaps in the past it was just, because I feel like that the two of you had to come together and there had to be a separation in order for a higher purpose to be achieved, which I see as being healing. Like there was unresolved shit within each of you that needed to be addressed. And perhaps this connection, this type of powerful connection is what was needed to sort of bring awareness to what needed to be healed. We've also got here this Seven of Wands, and I'm sort of picking up on a different vibe than I normally do from this card in this specific instance. And what I see here, Taurus, is kind of a willingness or sort of thinking about, game planning, considering actually fighting for this. And I'm feeling like this is your person. Like your person may be sort of in the month of December, it's like they're, getting themselves pumped up for what may be an uphill battle or what may seem kind of scary or like a challenge. Because they may have to do some work. They may have to actually work and really fight for you if they want to get back in your good graces, or at least that maybe is how they perceive it. And let's be clear, you should make them. You should make them fight for this. Absolutely. Take it as it resonates though. But yeah, I feel like that's appropriate. And at the very least, it's good that they feel that way. But there's definitely value here that both of you still appear to see and feel. There is like a wish that you both have, and that wish is to be with the other, to explore the possibilities of this connection that have been untapped because of the sort of, this is the word I'm going to use, or the phrase or term, Taurus, before we move on. To summarize like that past energy, I feel like it was like a false start. Take it as it resonates. It's like, you guys didn't really get a fair fighting chance. Whatever fucking happened, whatever the case is, there was like a premature ending to the connection. And in the month of December, what I'm seeing is that perhaps both of you are really thinking about what if we actually gave this a real try. So very interesting, Taurus. Let's keep going. So what we're going to take a look at next is what this person's attitude is towards the connection at this current time. So not necessarily their attitude or feelings towards you specifically, but towards the connection. The actual relationship. So what is this person's attitude? What is their attitude and energy towards the connection, towards potential reconciliation? What is their attitude? Wow. That does not surprise me. Oh, this message is so clear. I'm going to get a couple more here and then we're going to unpack this. We're definitely spilling all the tea. I'm definitely tapped into like a specific group of you guys out there in Taurus Nation, because this reading has a really nice flow to it. Oop. Wow, so very interesting. For some of you out there, this person could be in another relationship. I just want to say that. There could be like a third party, another relationship. For those of you out there that are in the sort of community of like twin flames and, divine counterparts and soul connections and things like that, this is what I would refer to as a karmic. But honestly, I'm going to keep it 100 with you out there in Taurus Nation. I have a huge amount of Taurus subscribers to my channel. Like, you guys, besides Gemini, are easily my top zodiac sign. And I owe it to you guys to be honest with you. And, this is something that's been on my heart, honestly. I know this is like a really random segue, but I feel compelled to say it. This is something that's been on my mind and heart for a good part of this year, 2020. And it's pertaining to the whole twin flame journey and the way I feel it's been completely butchered, and we've basically taken a very spiritual experience that is very sacred, and we have stuck like a fucking Disney fairy tale skin over top of it. That's kind of, I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody, but that being said, I think even the concept of like karmic partners and, in pertaining to like divine feminine, divine masculine, I feel like it is more or less a way to kind of fuel fantasy. I just want to say that, okay? So there, I've said it. I'm not entirely sure that there's all that much truth, to that sort of thinking. I feel like it's a way for us to try to make ourselves feel better. It's a way to try to support our own theories, and I don't buy it, So just gonna say it. Even still, I do believe in soul contracts, and karma, obviously. And I do feel like right now that this person is dealing with soul contracts outside of this connection with you, with this card influences, okay? Dark attachments, third parties, okay? So for some of you, this could be like toxic family or friends, or, their people surrounding them. It could also be a third party, as in like another person. Again, what many may call a karmic partner. And yeah, it is, because every fucking partnership, every friendship that we have in our lifetime is karmic in some way. We're all here to teach one another lessons. There's no coincidences, These soul contracts that we put into place before we come into a lifetime, we want to learn something, so we go ahead and make a deal with that other soul, and we say, hey, I'm trying to learn A, B, and C thing. Can you help me out with this? And this is at least what I've imagined. But yeah, and that soul may be like, well, I've already kind of mastered that, so maybe try Becky over there. I don't know where Becky came from. But yeah, you feel me? And so, we come into contact with people that perfectly complement us and the things that each of us want to learn. And I think that's really cool. And so, yeah, I do very much. And I'm getting like cold chills saying that. So always remember that, Taurus. There almost is always a higher purpose to the relationships that we have in our life, especially the incredibly challenging ones, okay? So let's keep going here, though. So what's this person's attitude towards your connection right now? So numero uno, I do want to say, to kind of wrap up that bit, that I do feel like their attitude towards a reconciliation with you, or even maybe having a friendship with you, any contact with you, is very much being influenced right now by something external. And I see that external factor being a person. Take it as it resonates, okay? But everything else here, this is fully in alignment with everything else we've discussed. So, we've got secret admirer, and we've got this energy of memories, bittersweet, dwelling, reminiscing. This is exactly what I was picking up on earlier, okay? I feel like this person is watching you from afar. They are definitely keeping an eye on you with the secret admirer card. They may be watching your social media. They may be going back and looking at old pictures of the two of you. They may be asking mutual friends and family members about you, but they have got you on the brain, okay? And really, it seems what they're very much dwelling on is that whole what if scenario. That entire what if scenario. Look at this. Unspoken. Regrets, lost words, and disappointment. This is them really marinating in that what if, coulda, shoulda, woulda sort of energy. Them regretting not, kind of reciprocating that openness and that vulnerability that you offered them in the past. They fucking know they were just scared. They know. I mean, that is very much the vibe I get. I feel like this person was incredibly triggered by you and your willingness and the courage that you really displayed, frankly, by being vulnerable. And they realized that if they displayed that sort of vulnerability, if they really let you in, that you could leave them, you could hurt them, you could disappoint them. And so they ran. That is what I'm seeing. But also, I do want to mention this very last card. We've got this energy of drifting, slowly parting, disconnecting, and detaching. What I sense here is that your person right now, they've got you on the brain. They're thinking a lot about the coulda, shoulda, woulda. And they're also feeling like, you are drifting away from them. Like they perhaps are feeling like if they don't get their shit together and game plan and figure something out, that you may truly once and for all move on. That somebody else may scoop you up and that they may lose that window. And then you and this like untapped world of possibilities will be a closed book. So that's the vibe I'm getting. So I'm very interested to see the answer to this next question here, Taurus, which is going to be, all of this considered, all of this being said, how do they actually feel about you? So where are they at in the heart space? So how does this person really feel about Taurus? December 2020. How do they genuinely feel about Taurus at this current time? How does this person truly feel? They truly feel. They're still holding on to you. Can't make this shit up. I mean, it's the same cards. They are absolutely still clinging on to the possibility that exists here. Tell me more. Knight of Wands. Wow. This is, you know what's so funny? Like, I'm going to get one more overall and then we're going to unpack this. Give me one more card here. Are you kidding me? 7 of Cups for the 3rd time in this reading. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. This person is just so like all over the place. I feel like one second they're clinging on to you and the next they're, in an energy of resistance. Push, pull, back, forth. I feel like this person has like inner turmoil when it comes to you. 100%. Okay? 100%. This is the energy of somebody that's really trying to fight their feelings and they're trying to fight their own intuition, trying to resist. Resistance. That is the best way I can summarize this. But at the end of the day, like this person can't get over this 7 of Cups. Like this is like all of the possibilities. All of the possibilities. I think they fear that, because look what we've got again here. We've got the 7 of Wands again. I mean, on so many repeating cards, it's crazy. I think one second this person, is holding on, then they're running, then they're, ready to go. They're like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not living like this anymore. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to fight for Taurus. I'm going to finally do it. And then they remember, oh, these other people, whoever, and some of them, it could be like an actual relationship they're in. They remember, oh, well, my hands are kind of tied right now. We've got this 3 of Pentacles. That's how I see this. There's other people to consider. And then it's like they go right back into that energy of resistance. 4 of Cups. This is anytime both of these cards come out, they come out together for the same question, immediately that tells me that you've got somebody here, you've got an energy here that is back and forth, holding on and resisting. Clinging and then rejecting. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. But one thing is for sure, you are still very relevant to this person for what it's worth. Okay? So if you've thought to yourself that this person doesn't ever think of you or has completely forgotten about you, that is a bunch of baloney. No. You are still a major source of all kinds of things for this person. But you are definitely in their dreams. Somebody they daydream about. They daydream, I don't know why I can't say that word. They daydream about what the 2 of you could be. That is what I see. Very interesting. So let me know, by the way, Taurus, if this is resonating with you. I definitely appreciate your comments. Also, YouTube has like not been recommending my content recently. I don't know what is going on, the algorithm or whatever. I'm not even going to try to figure that out. So my only ask is that if you are enjoying this, please do hit that thumbs up button and think about subscribing and sharing and commenting. So let's keep going here. So what we're going to look at next is their intentions. So what are their true intentions with you at this current time? Are they ever actually going to make a move? Are they ever going to do what they need to do to make this happen, or no? So what is the energy at this current time surrounding this person's intentions? So what are this person's true intentions moving forward with Taurus? What are their true intentions? Do they ever intend to make a move? What is their deal? What are this person's true intentions? Oh, Lord. Tell me more. Good Lord. Can I be honest with you guys? I'm going to keep it 100. I'm going to get one more and then we're going to real talk. Yep. As I suspected. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Page of Cups. Very last card that came out is the Ten of Cups. Okay? This person really, truly does want to pursue a real relationship with you. They want to come back. They want to be, apologetic and genuine and vulnerable with you with that Page of Cups. They do. They want to be able to express their true feelings and emotions for you in an authentic and very earnest, sincere type of way. And they want to give this a shot. But the same shit that was triggered within this person when the two of you first separated, all of that shit is still here. It's the same cards. It's the same energy. And frankly, the real question is, will they ever be able to get past this shit? We've got the Seven of Swords again, okay? We've got the Seven of Wands again. And we have got the Page of Pentacles, which I very much pick this up, the same energy as this Five of Pentacles that came out in the very beginning of the reading. This is a lack of self-worth. This person, with that Seven of Wands coming out 3 different times, at this point, I do feel, this person is on the defense. And I feel perhaps they are just very defensive about their previous behavior and their shadiness and their bullshit and the lies and the deception. And it's all intertwined. It's, all of that bullshit really manifested from a place that is very wounded within themselves. And that sort of healing, there's work this person needs to do on themselves that has nothing to do with you, Taurus. And that will have to be addressed before there's any chance that they will have the courage and the strength and the balls to actually come back towards you and make you some sort of real offer. Okay? Until then, it's just only in dreams. That's what I'm hearing. Right now, they're just watching you from afar. Look at this, Page of Swords. But look, Judgment right underneath that, Judgment again. Don't think for a second that this person is not thinking heavily about this. I don't know why I keep saying that, but I do, because I feel like some of you really may feel like this person you don't even cross their mind. No. That is not the case. And to be clear, I am not suggesting that you should remain attached to this connection and this situation in an unhealthy way. Back to what I was saying earlier about all the twin flame stuff. I'm very fearful that that's the kind of the community that's been built around that is doing just that. And I don't feel like it's, intentionally malicious. I just feel like it's just it is what it is. So I'm going to be the first one to tell you that no, you can't wait around for anybody. No. If this person truly is like a divine counterpart meant to be, guess what, guys? What is meant for you is already yours. Isn't that cool? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that freeing? So I want you to remember that. Like, I do these readings because I want to provide some sort of peace of mind and clarity for you guys, to help you. To help you be able to move forward and to help you feel validated and to help you better understand like what the fuck is going on, because these connections are really tough. However, at the same time, I'm here to tell you that you got to do you. Taurus, you got to grab the bull by the horns, which is fitting for Taurus because you guys are the bull. But yeah, like you do. You've got to grab the bull by the horns, and you've got to just realize that you can't control what other people do. You got to let go and let God, and just trust that everything that is meant for you is already yours. You just have to allow it. You just have to get into the same vibration that thing is in, and then it can come to you. Pretty cool. So, sorry for all the tangents. I don't know why. Those happen when they happen, and I just got to roll with it. Because that typically means that there are some of you out there that really need to hear that. So, sorry for the tangents. So, what we're going to look at next here, Taurus, is this, which is, if this person could tell you anything, if they could say anything to you right now, December 2020, what would it be? So what would this person say to Taurus? If they could say anything to Taurus, what would it be? Ooh. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have got, I am working towards a better future. And I am going to pull a few cards from a different deck as well. But I just want to go ahead and say it. This is definitely right in alignment with everything we have talked about. I fucking love it. I love the way these readings come together. Taurus, I'm just here to tell you that this person really does have to figure their own shit out, and they've got to do it on their own time. They can't drag you along. They can't. And if they could tell you anything, it would be that. They would tell you, hey, I've got issues. I've got issues, and I've got to figure some shit out. It has nothing to do with you. So what else? If Taurus could say anything, what would it be? Taurus could tell this person, and whoa, way too many cards. If Taurus could say anything, not Taurus, if this person could say anything to Taurus, what would it be? I left before you could leave me. Drop the mic. Exactly. That is what this has been about the whole time. They left you before you could leave them. Major like inner child issues, wounds. This person may have been like abandoned when they were young by one of their parents or both of their parents. It could be something like as traumatic as that, or it could be something way less traumatic seeming. But to be perfectly clear, when you're 5 years old, guess what? Your like grasp on reality and life is just not quite developed. So it could be something much, much less significant, to the point where the parent may not even remember doing it or saying it. But isn't it crazy? Like that shit manifests in our lives as adults. That's why you gotta pay attention to it. You gotta pay attention to that inner child. These experiences, a lot of which we're just kind of live in our subconscious and really impact our thought patterns and our behavioral patterns, and we don't even fucking realize it. And I'm here to tell you, Taurus, whatever went down between you and this person, you drudged up all of that shit that this person didn't even know was there. And it's amazing because guess what? It's going to give them the opportunity to heal. But We've got it's complicated on the bottom of the deck. This person has got to go their own way for a while. If they could tell you anything, it would be, it really wasn't you, it was me. I left before you could leave me. I need to go my own way for a while because I'm still trying to find myself. I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with me, how to work through my own issues, my own insecurities. And lastly, we've got, you are special to me even though I told you otherwise. And for some of you, this person may not have said, like, you mean nothing to me. Like, I don't read that card that way. For many of you, it could have just been their actions towards you heavily indicated that they did not think that you were very special. But here's a thought, Taurus. Perhaps the way that they handled this and the ending triggered you. Perhaps this person did make you feel like you were meaningless to them, like you weren't worthy, like you weren't special. And perhaps that's exactly how this was meant to play out. Feel me? Because maybe you had some unresolved issues and shit that you needed to address that pertains to your own healing. So, I definitely see a lot of mirroring here between you and this person. Perhaps you have very similar issues. Take it as it resonates. But nonetheless, a lot of healing here. A lot of healing. And I feel like this person wants you to know, if they could say anything, that, hey, I'm working on myself right now. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I know that for right now, I've got to do this on my own. You know, I've got my own shit that has to be handled, and it's stuff that only I can do. So, very beautiful reading. I really do hope it provides you guys with some peace of mind and some clarity during this holiday season. Last but not least, we are going to take a look at the future energy, okay? Specifically, if you are likely to hear from this person in the upcoming month. So I'm already feeling that that's highly unlikely based on the rest of the reading, but we're still going to pull a few cards anyway, Taurus. So what is the likelihood that Taurus will hear from this person? What is the likelihood this person will reach out and communicate with Taurus in the next 30 days? So many repeats in this reading, it's crazy. Wow, we've got the Empress on the bottom of the deck. I love this card. It's my favorite tarot card, if you didn't know that. But I digress. Taurus, I feel like this is such a message for you, by the way. And this is like Taurus energy. It's that Venus. Oh, it's just scrumptious energy. I love it. It's divine feminine, it's yin, it's unconditional love, it's birth, it's fertility, just total goddess energy. Doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You know, this, I feel like this is like sort of a bonus piece of advice for you in the month ahead, to just really embrace and like step into your goddess energy, like your Empress energy, which is an energy of, you know, that's very detached. The Empress doesn't chase. The Empress doesn't worry. Why? Because the Empress knows that what is meant for her is already hers. She doesn't have to bend over backwards to, to get somebody to pay attention to her, or, she doesn't have to fight tirelessly to prove that she's worthy of somebody's time and affection. Fuck that. Nope. And she does it with like such poise and grace. She's not a bitch about it. She's just, she's just amazing. She's just classy. That's the energy, Taurus, that you have the opportunity to really embody this month. And all of that being said, back to your person, no, this person is likely not going to reach out. We've got the Three of Wands in Justice. Why? Because this person has unresolved karma that they are working through. They've got their own soul contracts, their own, there's karmic implications, here big time. There's going to be delays. This energy of the Three of Wands is about patience. They things will happen when they're supposed to. That is what I'm going to leave you with, Taurus. I don't feel like it's over forever with this person. At the very least, you and this person will reconnect in some capacity in the future. That is what I gather. But yeah, focus on you. Do you, boo. That is what I want you to focus on for the month of December. So I love you guys. Very long reading. I apologize if some of you don't dig that. But yeah, for those of you that do, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Happy holidays. And again, if you're interested in a personalized version of this reading, all the deets are in the box below. Until next time, I'm sending you so much love and light. Mwah. Peace.